More about living in the time of the coronavirus epidemic. Samuel Pepys here. I realized as I was making the previous entry that I was astonished at how many of these I have made. When I began, I never thought it would go on like this. And if anything, it, that is living, has intensified. We are in the grip of a social disruption that has no equal in my lifetime. What will become of us, I could not say, and that in itself is a remarkable statement. At some point, I was in a tunnel in the woods. Right now, I don't know where we are or where we're going. Samuel Pepys lived through the Great Fire of London and the plague. I do not know if that caused him to lose his bearings. I don't think so. Not a nautical type, he nevertheless became the Secretary of the Navy under two kings. We, who have endured much less, we seem to be in danger of doing just that, getting lost. I blame it not on the times, but on the mores. Another city council budget meeting blew up. People who had not signed up to speak, that was the procedure, began to do so, and when they were stopped, a scuffle ensued. They said they were being denied their First Amendment right to freedom of speech. Two people were zip-tied and arrested. It was bad optics all around. The other people yelled at the police, calling them the usual names. Members of council and the panhandler loudly disagreed over the way he had handled the situation. The protesters remained outside, convinced that they were right and had been abused. They will not be satisfied until the police are completely defunded, and until that happens, they will accuse the system, city council, and their thugs, the cops, of being corrupt and oppressive. I watched a video, and at the end of it, the man who made it said, "Be radical." And I wondered, okay, what exactly does that mean? Because it seems like a lot of radical activity is going on right now, and it might help me a little if I knew what it meant to be a radical. So I looked it up. My guess was that it meant living in such a way that was close to the source of things. The exact opposite of how most people live in America, where stupidity and excess are not merely tolerated, but encouraged. A dictionary on the internet said this: relating to or affecting the fundamental nature of something. Also, advocating thorough or complete political or social change. The sense I get of radical is one of fundamental change. That would certainly seem to apply in the current situation. Though what the change might be, and who the true radicals are, has yet to be decided. Is everyone who calls for a change a true radical? Does the one calling for change bear a responsibility to know what will replace the existing system? In other words, change is not simply eliminating the existing system, it is also making the transformation into the new model. Are the people who shout and disrupt at public meetings radicals? It occurs to me that the coronavirus is a radical. That is why it is called the novel coronavirus. It's new, it causes change, for sure. From the human perspective, it is a destructive force. Yesterday, a county commissioner, alarmed by a spike in the numbers, said, "Act as if you have the virus. Act as if everyone you meet has the virus." I wonder today if we have gotten to the same place, the same dire place, when it comes to race. Act as if you are a racist. Act as if everyone you meet is a racist. Would that make things better? When things get really big time crazy is when people start trying to plan for the future. Then it really gets nuts. It can't be done, but it must be done, so people try to do it. This is especially true for schools. If you are in a neighborhood school or a Catholic school or a private school, you would like to think it is going to be possible, that is manageable. But then you develop a plan, realize you will most likely need a contingency plan if all does not go well, and soon you have an A plan, a B plan, and a C plan, with the C plan being completely remote at home with video conferencing. Have the parents gone back to work? What about childcare? Jump from that to a city public school system, and it's like trying to build an aircraft carrier out of popsicle sticks. Education, teaching, and safety are a bad mix. Think about the transport problems. How do you socially distance 6-year-olds? What about sports? The plans the public schools are concocting are so complicated that they are completely unworkable. The people who designed them don't fully understand them. The fall could see upheaval after upheaval. As someone said to me, the dystopia is here.